Hey, craft along with me to make these easy DIY cute scrappy booklets from leftover paper. So grab your scraps and craft along. Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I have got a few scraps of paper here, decorative papers. They've all been coffee dyed on the back, so they've really got a, very nice feel. Some have been coffee dyed on the front, sorry, as well. And then I've got some plain papers here. Now, some of these are, fly sheet from book pages and things like that. And some are, this, for example, is food coloured paper. And I've got here some coffee dyed vellum. So we're going to use all of those types of bits. And we are going to fly through these and hopefully make tons of these in this video. So literally, I'm going to just make them to whatever size my scraps happen to be. I'm not going to get too kind of hung up on, oh, that's really tiny or that's really, really huge. I'm just going to make them so that I get, through the bulk of these scraps. So all I'm going to do, first of all, just cut them down to, the sort of size that I want them to be. So this one, maybe I will have like that. And, I might have a long one. Yeah, that one, not so long. So I'm just going to cut all of them into the sizes that I want them. So that one. Now you'll notice they're pretty tiny. Now these obviously I'm making to go into pockets and things. So for me, I actually do want to make these small because sometimes I have to be honest, I do have a tendency to make things pretty huge. And then they, of course, don't want to fit into the pockets. So, I'm intending or intentionally making them quite tiny. So, but obviously I am being really guided by the scraps that I've got. So, I'm happy to make them tiny, but if my scraps were bigger, equally, I could make some bigger ones. So, I mean, this one, for example, I don't know whether, will we get 2 out of there? Oh, we will get 2 out of there. Oh, that's quite good. So, like that. And then this one just fold to there. Like that. Okay. So, and I will tell you all the papers that I'm using. I had forgotten to do that. So, yeah, this one is from the Vintage Ladies collection papers. This one is from the King's Park. This is from the Capital collection papers. And that one's from the Capital collection papers as well. This one is from the Totally Dotty collection papers. So this one, I might make this, a bit bigger. This has been printed 2 to a page. So I might just utilise the whole thing, just as a sort of variation. So I'll just trim off the bits where it's obviously got a border, like that. Okie dokie. And then I've got the Paris collection paper here. So again, just being guided by the scraps, really. So like that. And this one is from my Bluebirds and Blossoms paper. And again, just going to be guided by what I've got here. So, see, now I'm thinking, do I want to have it more that way round? Oh, it probably doesn't really matter. So, yeah, I'm going to just go with it. Go with it in the natural way. And to be honest, you don't have to have them open in the conventional way, i.e. that way. You can have them open in that way. No rules in junk journals. So whatever way that you fancy making them, being guided by the paper that you've got. So this is from the large birdhouse papers, I think it is. So yeah, I really like these papers, I have to say, and I use them quite often. They've got some really vibrant, gorgeous colours going on them. So, yeah, love these. Right, just try and straighten that. Oh, my goodness, I've not made a good job with this at all. Not good. There we go. I mean, like I say, we're making scrappy booklets. They don't have to be perfect at all. Just go with the flow. No point getting stressed, is there? Now, this from the Marabella collection. It's not a collection, it's just the Marabella papers. So this one, I'm thinking, oh, how's best to use this? I might just use this portion and take the other portion off like that. And I might even cut this in half so we get 2 from here. So like that. Oops. Oh my goodness, my cutting is shocking today, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. So then I'm just going to take my coffee dyed papers. And what I've been doing lately is I've been making the pages that are inside the booklet bigger than the booklet. It makes a really cute sort of appearance. So I'm going to take this and maybe have some blue pages, I think would be rather pretty because it will tie in with the flowers. Now, do I want this way or this way? Probably doesn't really matter. So I'm going to have it this way. So I'm just going to fold this in like that. Okay, in fact, I'll just fold it right the way down. And then what I've been doing is, so put it in here, but just cut it bigger than the page, if you see what I mean. Because it gives like a really different appearance and it just looks really, really cute, doesn't it? So I might trim this down a bit because I'm not sure I like it looking quite so square. I prefer it sort of more rectangular. So yeah, trim that down on the edge there. Like that. So obviously this one now needs trimming down too, but how cute does that look? I really like this overhanging pages. I think it's really sweet. So I'll do the same with this one. Oh, this is going to be annoying because I'm going to lose the flowers, aren't I? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to refold this here and I'm just going to cut it down here like that. So this one I'm going to have opening as a, you know, reverse opening like that. Okie dokie. So again, just trim this down here. And then I'll have obviously some other pages that might overhang that a bit more. So I'm just going to put these to one side and we'll kind of go through making the others. So just take some of this. So this, like I say, is fly sheet from some book page. So let me just see if I put that in half, it's not going to overhang anything, is it? Wonder, where's my smallest ones? That probably was. Oh yeah, they are the smallest ones. Right, so in that case, I'm going to go in this way. I might have to, yeah, do it like that, I think. So just fold that one in. Okay, and then again, pop this here. And then I can cut it to the sort of size. So I might leave, you know, like that torn edge where it's come out of the book. I like that. It's like a fuzzy sort of edge, isn't it, where you've torn it out from the book. And then just cut that down there like that. And like I say, I will be doing some other pages in these as well, and so I might do those different sizes as well, you know, to make it more interesting still. So let's just fold this time like that this time. Okay, so let's just take these. Aren't these a lovely colour? Very sort of autumnal colours. Went through a phase when I first did the, I think it is King's Park, or it could be King Street. I can never remember for some reason. But I went through a phase of using that all the time. Haven't used it for a long time, but yeah, isn't it nice? Now, wondering, could have it here. It's not really quite overhanging, so what I might do is just cut this down slightly. Because ideally I want it overhanging all of the sides, not just top and bottom, but you know, on the outside as well. So like that. Oh my goodness, look at it from that angle. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, really, really, really like these. I mean, they're just something like a little bit different, aren't they? And it just kind of makes it a bit more interesting than having them just, you know, boring, kind of like to fit the covers. It's an unexpected sort of surprise, isn't it? So just put that one in there and just cut this down like that. And it's just a great way to use up some scraps of paper, because to be honest, you could really make these, you know, all different sizes. You don't have to sort of conform to making them, you know, any particular size. So you could, yeah, really kind of like make a lot of these in all different sizes. Right, let me just see how I can get the most out of this, because I don't want to waste it. Unless I put it in here, actually. Perhaps I'll do that. So again, just going to take this down. Actually, I might take it up to there this time. And you see how I've like got now 2 pages hanging out. So I'm going to cut it down like that, so that I've got like an overlap of 2. Like that. Okay. And then just, you know, cut this down here along the edge. There we go. I mean, doesn't that look lovely? So yeah, really, really nice. And they're so quick to make, these. Absolutely so quick. Now, let me just grab some more coffee dyed paper, because actually I've used way more than I thought, or I've used it way quicker than I thought. So I've got some lined paper here, and oh, have I got any plain? Yep, I've got some plain coffee dyed paper as well. So let's just take this in. So for this one, obviously it's a titchy little book, so I'm just going to take it in like that, because I've got a few that sort of size. So just take it like that. Okay, so put those there. Oops. Like that. So I mean, you know, this is lined paper, so you know, you can mix and match, do it with lined paper and things as well. Very cute. Oops. Very, very wonky with the, oh my goodness, what? That's not great. Not great cutting at all. This one. So this one's much smaller, you know, overhang, but that's fine. Like that. And then let's just put in another one. This one's quite slim, so hopefully this will be, yeah. So we can just now take this. Like that. Okie dokie. Just take that out. Right, now I'll just fold this one down. Now this one I'm just going to fold it in half, because some of these are sort of different sizes. So if I do that, and then, oops. Okay. Like that. You know, you just want them nice and tactile, don't you? So very, you know, eclectic and squidgy and, you know, just yummy. Again, I'm going to have this situation where, oh, I've not really got enough there. Wonder if I fold it the other way, whether that's going to benefit me at all. Possibly not. Oh, possibly. Oh, yeah, it does. So I'll do it that way round instead. Okay. Right, so one. Like that. And to be honest, you know, like I said, I often make things way too big to stick into pockets. You know, they're then like, oh, it doesn't really fit. So using smaller scraps for these is ideal. You know, if I had pulled in 4 sheets of paper, I have no doubt that I would be making these much bigger, just because I wouldn't, you know, wouldn't be able to stop myself. It would be my natural thing would be to make them, you know, bigger than this. So it's quite good that I only had these size bits of paper. So I'll put these to one side, because to be honest, I'm probably being a bit ambitious thinking I'm going to get through them all. So what I'll do now is I'll just go through. I'm wondering how we're going to get most out of here. So yeah, I'm going to do like that. So pop that in there. And again, in an ideal world, we're going to get like an overlap of 2, if that makes sense. So pull that down a bit like that. Okay. So overlapping it just a little bit sort of from the other one. Not necessarily, you know, on all sides or anything, but just, you know, a little bit like that. So one, let's just do another one. They're really fun to make. And to be honest, you know, you could make these like just sat in front of the TV or anything really. You know, they're an ideal just scrap busting TV type project really. So this one, I'm going to take this sheet down slightly because it's like looking a bit too long. So there we go. Like that. Oh my goodness. Like that. Oh, isn't that lovely? I love it. Right, this one. How are we going to get the maximum out of this? This might not be wide enough. Nope. I'm just being really stingy here, wanting to obviously get the most from my coffee dyed paper. You know, because when you've spent the time coffee dyeing, you just really don't want to use it, do you? And it's like, oh no, I hate throwing away even like the slightest bit, to be honest. So yeah, right, pop that in. Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, why is that so fiddly? Okay. Like that. Oh, I've not made a very good job of that one, but still, that's fine. And probably too narrow for that. Not too short for that. I was thinking I might have had one that was going to be, you know, it was better size for, but no. I was thinking this was bigger than it actually is. Oh my goodness, come on. Oops. So, like that. So, I might use now a bit of vellum, and this is like a sort of tissue type paper. So, I might use that in one or two of these as well. So, you know, because you don't have to always use, obviously, all the same paper, do you? So, mix this up a bit, and that makes it really much more interesting really to look through. So let's just take that there. This one I'm thinking maybe I did the paper a bit too big, so just going to take that down and just trim it on both of those. Okay, so it will still overhang like that, but just not so much. There we go. That's really cute, isn't it? And then I've got this one out there. Oops. I've got my shoddy cut in it. Terrible, isn't it? On those edges. Wow. Not very good. Not very good at all. Just do a bit more of that tissue type paper, you know, because it is nice different textures. There we go. Right, this one I said I'm going to have this way round, so as we had the blue flower. I mean, you know, I might decorate it yet, so that blue flower might end up being covered up, but hopefully not. Okay, put it down there. Okay. So I hope everybody is having a nice day. Maybe you are doing some crafting. I hope you're having a nice time. Do share below what projects you're working on. It's always really fun to hear what everybody's working on, because you know, it can be really quite incentivizing when you hear what everyone's up to. Right, there we go. So yeah, do share what you're all up to. It's a really miserable day today. Kind of drizzly rain, and oh my goodness, I'm looking out now, it looks really windy. Like, wow, really horrible. I don't know what's happened since I last looked out, but it's really deteriorated, I must say. Yeah, it's got really horrible now. I mean, before it was like, well, it's not great, but now it's like, wow, really bad. Really bad. Okay. Now I do film my videos ahead, so if I'm saying that and it's bright sunshine where you are and you live in the UK. Honestly, I'm not lying, but I filmed this ahead. Yeah, really windy. I was going to bike to the gym today and I just thought, no way, Jose. You know, I'm like a fair weather biker. So, you know, if the wind is blowing, I'm just not going to be biking anywhere. Because, I mean, biking in the wind is proper hard work, isn't it? Not great. You know, it really kind of kills you. So I could see as soon as I woke up, you know, and looked out the window, it was like, wow, it's really windy out there. So, yeah, there was no way I was going to be biking anywhere. Right, for this one, yeah, just fold it like that, I think. Okie dokie. And just like that. Oops. I just find it's easiest to like fold those pages and then put them inside one another like that. Oops, don't know what that was. Right, okay, so that's my booklets. Now let's put those bits to one side. So all I'm going to actually do is staple them. Obviously you could take them to the sewing machine, you know, that would be fine. You could hand stitch signatures in, you know, anything you like. But I mean, to be honest, I think, oh, why make life difficult for yourself? Stapling is as good as anything else. So I'm just going to staple them like that. So I just go through and staple all of these. Oops. And then we'll decorate one or two of these up. I mean, that one's gone really wonky and out of shape. It still looks fine, to be honest. And actually, in some ways, the more wonky and quirky that they are, the better they look, actually. I mean, not that one, because I've got the spine on the outside. So, yeah, that one wouldn't work at all. But, yeah, I think, actually, the more sort of, you know, quirky that you can make them, actually, in some ways, the better they turn out. Not that I've done it on purpose, don't get me wrong. It was just... That's just how it went, you know. It came out a little bit twisted, but or a little bit wonky, but yeah, I don't mind that. I think it looks cool. Right, just two more to do. So they're very quick, aren't they? They come together very quick. I mean, to be honest, I think they actually look nice enough to leave them undecorated. If you wanted, I think, you know, they don't even really need anything else on them. They look gorgeous, just as they are, but I will decorate them. Oops. But yeah, I think they definitely could be left. I don't think they need necessarily decorating. Okay, right, so let's go through and decorate a couple of these. So what did I bring along to decorate? I have brought along a variety of things. So I've got, like, again, little sort of knick-knack type bits here. So I've got these little bits. These are just from a vintage book. So I'll just take some of these and kind of cut them down like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of like pile up some bits, whoops, that then can go onto some of these books. So we'll just pile up some things. So that, I don't know whether I want that, to be honest. Well, perhaps I could. Okay, and then just, yep, trim that down there. Tear that down. Okie dokie, so that's those. I've got some decorative edge strips here, so let's just take some of these. These are from my decorative edge strips set 1. I have got a set 2 now, which, yeah, I haven't used that much, to be honest. I must actually print some out to use them because I really do love using the edge strips. So I love using these. I'm sure I'm going to love using the others as well. I might have used them in something, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Perhaps I have. Honestly, it all just merges into one, doesn't it, when you do as much crafting as we all do, but you can't remember then what things have you used and what things haven't you. Oh, I can't anyway. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, terrible memory. Right, so I can then sort of layer things up like this. Okay, and this one, just take her down. Slim her down with that edge there. Like that. And yeah, she can have one of these. Okay. Then perhaps I'll take, oh, let's just take a row of the sheet music. I probably won't use this with those because they've already got like sheet music on them. So it might be a bit of a sheet music overload, but maybe for some others. Might take this. Maybe just cut it into 2 like that. Maybe that bit. Okay. Oh, I don't know now which way to go. Probably like that. Okay, and then yeah, I'm going to just tear that on that edge. So yeah, we've got a few different bits now. So we can sort of mix and match these with some bits that we get in a moment. So pop those out of the way. What else have I got here? Let's see. Well, I've got this, which again is sort of texty. So, you know, I love having like the lines of text that, you know, you can then work in. They're very versatile when you have things like this. Just take that one down. Okay. And this one. Like that. I might take this down shorter because that might be too long for any bits that we've got, but we'll just start like that and then we can decide as we go. This one I might take like that. Okay, right, so let's just pop like that. Get rid of all my bits. Okay, what else have I got? Aha. So I brought along some, these are my bird toppers. Now I have to be truthful and say I can't actually remember whether these made it into the final cut or not. You know, with that text in the background, I can't remember. They may not have done. So yeah, I don't like to kind of say, oh, these are definitely available. They might be slightly different. But they might be the same. I can't remember. So what I'm going to do, I think, let's try one cut around the frame. I don't know how that's going to look because, yeah, if it's not got a straight top, it might look weird. But we'll see. You know, I might be better off actually tearing these out. We'll see how this looks. So I'm kind of thinking something like that. Okay, let's do one torn out, shall we? So let's take this one, for example, and then I'm going to tear this out. Oh, I don't know how this is going to look. I might muck this up completely, but let's just take it there, tear it down. Oh, this is tiny, isn't it? It's going to look ridiculous. Oh, I've mucked that up completely, haven't I? Yeah, probably. Well, it might look okay. I mean, we have got one or two very tiny pieces, haven't we? So Oh, yeah, maybe. Just put that there and we'll just have a think about that. We might use it, we might not. Right, go down here. Okie dokie. Now, this one's got a hole in it, which is a bit unfortunate. So, I'm actually wondering whether we might just kind of like sort of fussy cut this and then tear a little bit. We'll just see. Because I want them to look like scrappy books after all. So, you know, we don't want them too, you know, too perfect. We want them to look scrappy. Ideally. Okay. Let's see. Oh, not that one. And that's kind of cute, but it might be too big there. So let me just take that down a bit. That's quite cute, isn't it? I wonder if we could have it like that. Oh, I don't know, maybe just more like this. Oh my gosh, this is so fiddly. I'm not sure what's going on. Well, we could even cover up the hole, might be better, mightn't it? So yeah, we'll put it like that. Okay, and then let's do another one. Let's do this blue one. I mean, I'm really not worrying too much about how these are, you know, being cut out. Because to be honest, I don't think you're really going to kind of notice. Because it's all been coffee dyed, it's sort of like got that sort of scrappy, aged, you know, appearance to it. So I don't actually think it being sort of, you know, with edges, I don't think it's going to actually be too bad. Yeah, maybe like that. I'll put that there just while we're thinking about this. So got those. Now I brought along some other bits, I'm sure. So we don't want to do them all looking the same because that's a bit boring, isn't it? Now I have got, let me get some of these bits out. So I've paper clipped them all together so that they're, you know, held together. Right, I've got some documents collection there so we can cut off some more like little wordy type pieces. And what else have I got here? Got some from my Paris collection papers, so they might be quite good. Just take those. And then what else have I got here? Got some of my flowers there, so they're just from the botanical pieces. So let's just now put this back. Oh my goodness, come on. Right, okay, so then let's just take out, so I mean we could even have a postage stamp, to be honest. Take one of those. Like that. Well, that's going to look nice with something, isn't it? I'm not sure what, but just take that down like that. And this one, okie dokie. Yeah, and then we'll just have a look at the flowers and see whether we could use any of the flowers. So take that one, get rid of this. Now the only problem is these flowers, I should have done them 2 to a page because I'm now thinking these might be too big for the pieces that we've got. So let's just see. Oh, which flower shall we go for? So let's do this one for a minute. Okay, let's do these 2. Right, so I'm thinking like that. I mean, maybe, I don't know what this will look like if I sort of semi-cut it. Whether that's like really odd. That's a bit weird at the top, isn't it? So, I mean, this is just like experimenting on the fly. So, yep. No clue, really, but... You know, sometimes you just got to try things, haven't you? Because you don't really know how they're going to turn out. Like, we're going to have to just cut out the whole flower. And now I don't know what that's going to look like anyway, because, oh, I don't know, it might just be rubbish. But, yeah, let's just see. So, again, perhaps we'll put that... Oh, now the words are all too big, look. That's annoying, isn't it? Unless we have it like that with a blue... I mean, that doesn't look too bad. And it depends what paper we put it on, to be honest, you know, because it might go on one of the pieces and be like, oh, it needed something purple. This one, this is the Paris collection papers, so I'm going to take one of these images here. And these I can do as little dangly words as well. So going to have that there, like that. Right, and then we've got these words, so let's just take those down so there's not an edge. Okay, right, let's have a look. That one, take this one down and just take the edge off. There we go, like that. Right, okay, let's move these out the way for a minute. We'll just see how any of this looks. Oh, I forgot that I actually had the roses there as well. So yeah, what do we think to those? They're going to be a bit like the pink flower, aren't they? In that they're going to look weird because I'm going to have to cut them out. Perhaps we'll come back to those and see. So let's just see which ones we've got so far. Well, obviously, I'm going to have to go for this on there because, my gosh, look at those colours on there. That looks awesome, doesn't it, colour-wise? So, yeah, that's kind of a definite. Let's try this. Oh, that's not a definite. No, that looks pretty rubbish, doesn't it? Oh, this might be a losing one that's going to look just rubbish everywhere. Well, unless we just have it kind of more, you know, to be honest, what we could do is even just staple it sort of through the middle. I mean, there's no reason why it has to be stapled at the top, really. Bit weird, but let's just see. I think maybe the flowers are a mistake unless we have them like these. So this might look better if we just actually keep them on the coffee dyed paper. And then, to be honest, what you could do is even stamp around in the back of the coffee dyed paper. Although, to be honest, then they're a bit big. Oh, they're too big, aren't they? Oh dear. Well, that was poor planning, wasn't it? They're gonna just look rubbish. Oh well, never mind. Right, so back to this one. Let's do the one that we can do. So I'm going to just staple this on. Now what I might do is just staple it and then glue it onto here. Do we want it at the top or in the middle? Actually, I think we want it at the top. In which case, let's just staple the whole thing onto there. So I'm just going to take my Tim Holtz tiny attacher, staple that like that. I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? Absolutely love it. I mean, you could add extra bits, you know, you could have like lace going down the side or something. Oh, do you know, I was thinking let's not, but now I've put the lace there, like all these times, you know, as soon as I put the lace there, I'm like, oh, yeah, I like the lace. Always then have to do the lace. Yeah, sometimes I'd be better off just not trying the lace, because once I've tried it, it's invariably, it's going to go on there. So, right, let's just see. Oh, gosh, come on. Come on, glue. Don't let the side down now today again. Okay. So, yeah, down there. I mean, I don't want them too bulked out because, like I say, they are really to go in pockets. But, you know, that lace is sitting nice and flat. So, I mean, how gorgeous is that little scrappy book? It's lovely, isn't it? Really love that. Right, okay, let's do... Got this one. Oops. This one. Oops, this one. Actually, I wonder whether I should have a blue texty bit. It's quite nice, isn't it? Now, this one, again, might now be too big now I'm looking. Well, we could have it on there like that. So just check that I wouldn't prefer this one. Oh, that one goes better, doesn't it? Let's just see if we want these little banner pieces. Oh, gosh. What is going on with my ability to pick things up today? Not very good. Okay. Yeah, that's cute, isn't it? So just going to put that slightly over. That one slightly more like that. So this is the book that's open in reverse way, if you see what I mean. It's not doing the conventional way because I wanted to have that blue more, you know, more on display. So yeah, that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Now, do we want some lace on this one? Do you know, I'm going to do the lace in a minute. Let's just get some of these with the bits on them first. So oh, what do we think to that? I know that sort of shouldn't go, should it? Because, I mean, by rights, there's not really any colours in there that are on the other one, but there's something about it that I do quite like. Oh, I don't know. I wonder if you guys are all sat there going, no, that looks terrible. Oh, that looks probably better, doesn't it? Yeah. It's a bit of a safer choice. Now, I'm thinking this is too wide, so I'm thinking actually probably tear that down there. Let's cut this down like that. So we're going to take this. Oh my goodness, which side? That side? Yeah, like that. And then staple that onto there. Fiddly, fiddly. I mean, again, I do really like staples, so I'm not necessarily saying that, you know, everyone's going to like these or like them with the staples. You know, maybe a lot of you would kind of think, oh, I'm not keen on the staples, and you prefer them, you know. Now I'm thinking maybe get rid of the edges. I really liked them on the other one, but maybe this one would be better without the edges. Yeah, I really like staples, but I realise that, you know, not everybody perhaps likes the staples as much as I do. So, you know, again, just kind of choose whether the staples are for you or not, really. Oh, I'm going to take that. Just wanted to see what it would look like with or without the music. Right, we were doing this one, weren't we? We could have one of these here, actually, as well. Actually, let me do that. Okay, staple that onto there. Oh, how cute is that? They're really nice, aren't they? You know, and they're very quick to make, aren't they? And, you know, once you get making them, they're sort of addictive, because then you start thinking, oh, what about this? What about that? So, yeah, they're one of those. The more you make, the more then you think, oh, I'm going to try this as a topper. I'm going to try that as a topper. So, yeah, they come together pretty quickly, to be honest. Oh, not green. I thought for a minute that green would look good, but, yeah, not really. Now, I'm not sure what this would go on. Might be that we don't really have anything much for this to go on. Unless we do just go all out and have it on here. Should we just do that? I do like it on there. Let's just be really Larry with our choice, shall we? Like that. Yeah, that is pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay. Feels wasteful to put it on there because that's from the Paris collection, which then it's like, predictable. Right, what about if we had it now to the side rather than the top? Although I like the top because we can then see the rows. Now, should we have it this way or should we have it sideways? Probably should have it this way, shouldn't we? It's a bit odd otherwise. So, yeah, should we have it like that? Okay. Oh, come on. Just, again, staple that on. Yeah, they look very cute, don't they? Right. Oh, I don't know now. I haven't really got anything else here that's looking suitable for these, which is really annoying. Colour wise, I'm just like, what have I got colour wise that's going to go on here? Well, we might have to be back to those birds. I didn't want to be just using all the same thing, but yeah, might have to, because I'm not sure what else I've really got that's, well, I'm not sure these birds are going to go actually, but let's give this one a try. I'm wondering if this green one is going to go on this Paris paper. Maybe not. Turns out I've brought along a poor selection of stuff after all. Honestly, I thought I'd been really organised, but no, I hadn't been. Oh. What about if we do just playing around with putting these in the middle? That's not how I planned them at all, but yeah, I just thought I would try it there just in case. I mean, that's kind of quite cute, isn't it? I'm not sure that's quite the right thing, but let's try it with that. It's okay. It's not, you know, it's not my favourite, but it's all right. Let's take that down. Okay, so we've done that one on the side. Oh no, what else am I going to use now? I don't feel like any of these are going to go with the books that I've got left, which is so annoying. Because I was doing really well and I thought, oh, I'm going to get through the whole video without having to stop the video. But now, no, maybe I won't. Yeah, maybe we'll have to just leave the others and I'll do them after the video when I can then dig out some more topper pieces. Let's just see this. Did I have a look through this one already? I think I probably did. I've got this, which is, again, a piece from the Paris collection. So let's just pull that in. It's a bit big. It's a bit big. Because I've actually got, like, you know, they're very tiny pieces here. Oh, that's so annoying. I thought I'd been so organised, you know, with the bits that I brought along. I thought, oh, I've been really organised. And it's only then when you come to use things sometimes that it's like, oh no, that's not right. Oh, that's not right. No, that's not right. And then, yeah, before you know it, you haven't actually got the right things at all. No. That's such a shame. Right, okay, so let me just paperclip all of these back on so I don't lose these tiny bits. I mean, I know normal people would just throw these away, wouldn't they? But of course, us junk journalists, we don't throw things away. We like to keep them. But hey, I mean, we've kept them for precisely this type of purpose. And look at how handy these have come in, because we have now made these gorgeous little books. So, you know, and they were just using scraps, weren't they? Scraps and fly sheets, really. So, yeah, it is worth keeping all these little bits, isn't it? Let's put that out of the way. Okay, right, let's put these out of the way. And we're just going to then finish these off maybe with some lace and things. So, right, have a look. I don't necessarily want lace on every single one, but well, I say that, I might do once I've looked and seen how it looks, but I'll just try them. So we could have lace on there. I don't actually think the lace is that nice on there, but what we could do is have the lace here at the top, you know, just like that. So I'm going to put this on with the hot glue. Oops, hang on. Oh, this is going to suddenly like ooze out now. It's getting really annoying. Oops, the glue stick's not in there properly. There we go. There we go. The glue stick wasn't in there. So yeah, let's put this down here. Oops, big splodge now. Like that. Yeah, so I mean, you don't have to have the lace down the edge, you know, you could have it anywhere. And it's going to look pretty cute. So might even have the little bit of lace here. Or do you want it down the side? I don't really like it down the side on there. Let's just try this out. Yeah, let's just pop a bit of lace down there. Okay. Like that. And this one, let's just see. I feel like I might want the lace down the side of this one, but I'll have a look. I mean, to be honest, we could have lace and lace, you know, lace down the side and lace on the actual piece itself. You know, we don't have to only have it at the side, do we? So just put some lace down the side like that. Okay, like that. Snip that out. And then this bit, we'll just have a tiny bit there, I think. Let's just kind of stretch it out a bit. You know, so it's just a bit more scrappy. Scrappy looking. Come on. Okay. Oh, I mean, aren't these looking gorgeous? I love them so much. They're really cute, aren't they? This one here, now, I feel like we do want some lace down the side of here. Oh, although that's covering up that lovely paper. So maybe just the lace at the top. I mean, we could even have it going right the way, you know, right the way across kind of a much bigger bit. So yeah, let's just do that. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Okay, and the next one. Ah, now, let's just see. I hadn't noticed at first that this was the reverse way round, but yeah, this is the reverse. Oh, I do like that lace down there. That is lovely down the side of that one, I must say. So yeah, again, let's just pop that down there. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah. Okay. Like that. And do we want another piece of lace on there? Because I did really like it on that other one where we had it down the side and at the top. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? So, yeah, just a little bit there. Okay. Love that. Okie dokie. Oh my goodness, we're on the last one already. Right, I definitely don't want it down the side here because I don't want to cover that blue up, which obviously then, you know, you wouldn't then see the blue sort of thing. So this one, I think, yeah, just a bit of lace at the top. Now, I don't know whether I want to have anything else bulky on here, like bling or anything, because obviously this is going to be a writing surface, you know. Do I want to bulk it out by putting bling? Maybe not really, because obviously you could put, say, just, oh gosh, just spotted some here, now it's moving. you know, you could put some bling there. I mean, don't get me wrong, that does look lovely. And part of me is like, oh, I do really like it with that. But when you then obviously are writing on this side, that's just going to bulk it out slightly. So, yeah, I don't know. Probably better without the bling, if I'm truthful, although it does look better with the bling. You know, it looks, I mean, it looks nice anyway, but yeah, I just love it with the bling. Oh my gosh, I mean, that one looks gorgeous with the bling. Right, well, I'm going to have to go against what I've just said now and put the bling on this one because it looked so lovely on there. So different bling, but still possibly problematic, you know, if you were writing against it. But right, pop that down there. Okay. Oh my goodness, how lovely are they? So we have managed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we've done 7. We have assembled another 5. So we've assembled another 5. The only reason that we didn't finish these 5 was because we didn't have the correct kind of topper pieces that sort of complemented those papers. But yeah, I mean, they've come together super quickly, haven't they? So yeah, hope that you like them. Let me know your favorite. My favorite is possibly, I do really love this one. I actually really like this one now, weirdly. I do really like that one too. And I love this one because I love these scrappy kind of edges. And that's just like the torn type edges from it being fly sheet, you know. So definitely I recommend, you know, don't always feel the need to cut your papers down. Leave them sometimes with these kind of folded, crinkly type edges. That just all adds to the yumminess, doesn't it? So yeah, let me know which one is your favourite. And, you know, if you make some, do share your photos and things on the Facebook group. It would be awesome to see them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate a big thumbs up to this video. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscribing to my channel. And thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks then. Bye.